Hey, Doug Upstone here for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily on November the 7th, a Tuesday, no less. And we have MAC action, of course, tonight going. So that's a good thing for those of us that like to participate in sports betting, along with all kinds of other things, including college basketball coming up this Friday. So it's life's pretty good. Hey, free picks were ordinary, okay, on these. I'd like to clarify one thing. There's been a couple of comments I've noticed, and I know there's people going to always comment on different things about, not negatively or positively, but just have some different comments. And so the fact of the matter is that I've been doing line moves since 2008 somewhere, okay, whether it be on my own website, for other places, whatever. I've been doing it since 2008. And so because of that, this is what this is. First and foremost, it's about line moves that have occurred in terms of how betting is going forth, and I give out then my free opinions on those later, okay? So that's what the story is. Now, compare those to what I was doing at SBR, completely different story, because I could choose the games that I would want, okay? So that's a lot different than being, well, let's just say force-fed. I'm certainly trying to give my best effort in terms of trying to get with these picks, but I just want some clarification on that so everyone understands. If it doesn't clear it up for you, well, there's nothing I can say or do about it. That's just the way that it is. Because on the Vegas Pro Insider Daily side, coming off a nice 6-2 weekend myself, 15-5 overall lately in the NFL. Had a nice winner yesterday with the Washington Capitals. Got a little luck involved with it in overtime, but got the job done. So, overall things are going pretty well. And that's to become a VPID member, $39.99 a month. That's all it's going to take, okay, to come out of your pocketbook. You can buy one pick one time, and it's going to cost you at least that, okay, even from me on the website. If you go to the website, a lot of my picks are, at least $40, and there's some that are more. So but you can get the whole package, plus Wise Guy plays, super systems, in-season systems, top trends, all kinds of good stuff, and I maybe occasionally now and then sneak in a pick for you from the inner circle plays too, from some of the other guys. Just out of when I'm in a really good mood, kind of like I am today. So hey, let's talk some college football, okay? Because you can sign up get a VPID membership at VegasProInsiderDaily.com. So let's talk some college football, and we're going to talk some betting trends that have occurred on some of the biggest line moves so far, okay? Like we typically do on Tuesday. Starting up, Big Ten action. Michigan and Maryland. And this one, Michigan kind of back in the hunt. Not right there, but they're in the mix. They're not dead in terms of winning the East. They need a lot of breaks, a lot of things to have to go their way, but they got a couple this past weekend with Penn State and Ohio State losing. And now they've gone from a minus 13.5 point favorite to minus 16 at Maryland. On this one, Maryland is now down to, I'm not even sure anymore, third, fourth, fifth string quarterback because of all their injuries. I mean, it's been variable. Tough break for them, but that's just the way. That's how college football or football in general goes sometimes. So with that, 96% of bettors are on Michigan. Okay, taking that. So that's a huge number to start the week on that. Another Big Ten game, and a Big Ten game of focus: Michigan State and Ohio State. Bettors now have their doubts about Ohio State, and I don't blame them. This team in their last 10 games. They have lost to, and where Urban Meyer was completely shocked, or any other different emotions that this happened. They've lost to Clemson, Oklahoma, and now Iowa, okay, in their last 10 games. So there's some serious doubt about how good this team really is, and and how we're kind of, well, I shouldn't say where the program is, because I mean they've lost a ton of NFL talent in recent years, and you just don't snap your fingers and have that be replenished. Well, maybe if you're Alabama you do, but everybody else has a more level playing field. Now in this one, Ohio State's gone from minus 17 to minus 15. And, Michigan State, their quarterback's gotten hot, and the Ohio State secondary has been vulnerable all year long. They've given up, 93 points, I think it is, the last two games. Michigan State is 12-3 against teams rushing for 230 or more yards on road games, I should add. That's a road stat for you on that one. 81% of bettors right now are on Michigan State. Curious to see how that plays out as the week goes along. Non-conference game for Mississippi. They're going to play Lafayette. It's going to be in the SEC Network at high noon. Mississippi State lost their quarterback, Shea Patterson. Hasn't made that much of a difference. They got 750 yards passing in their last 2 games. They are rolling it up, and they've moved up 2 points over the Ragin' Cajuns to minus 19.5. By all accounts, looking at this looks like a romp for the Rebels. And in this one too, though, take a look at when it comes out. Also look at the over. I think there might be something there to consider too. Right now, 80% of bettors are on Ole Miss. Florida Atlantic at Louisiana Tech. Florida Atlantic, nice win last week, even though Lane Kiffin got himself in some hot water for tweeting something to do with sports betting. Ooh, naughty, naughty boy. Shouldn't be doing that. The public doesn't like when you misbehave. But that's Lane Kiffin. He's having a little bit of fun. I don't think it's that big of a deal, but, I'm in the business. You're watching these videos. I don't think you care either. Maybe some outrage from some others, whatever. Okay, if that's the case. Florida Atlantic has gone from -6 to -4.5 against Louisiana Tech on the road. Now, Louisiana Tech Florida Atlantic is number 7 in the country in rushing offense, and Louisiana Tech gives up 5 yards a carry. So that's not a good match overall. But one thing to consider is that the Bulldogs are 10-1 against the spread, often upset as a home favorite. So at 6.5, and if that goes to 7, that might be worth looking at. Right now, 77% of bettors are on FAU. Tennessee against Missouri. 2 SC teams having a rough year. Both are trying to get to be bowl eligible. The loser is going to have to win their last 2 games to even have a chance. In this one, it seems to be all Missouri. Opened at -9 and has gone to -11. In this game, there's a large disparity in offensive talent. Missouri averages 15.8 points per game more on offense than Tennessee does. Missouri's defense isn't as good, but it's not like Tennessee's is fantastic by any street measure. Should you trust Missouri? I think you have to take a look and decide for yourself. Missouri right now is 53% of the bettors are riding them. North Texas. The Conference USA, they are perfectly positioned to win a Conference USA title for the first time, their division title, win division title for the first time. And I think it was like 2004 when they won a Sun Belt, I think it was, as I recall. So it's been a while. So North Texas, Mean Green, and they're playing UTEP this week, and in 2 weeks they play Rice. So they're in really good shape to wrap this up, and it starts this week. They opened up at 21.5 point favorites. They got moved to 24. UTEP at 0-9 is not giving a lot of resistance, and they're 1-9 on the road, 1-9 against the spread on the road after 6 or more consecutive losses. A little surprising because it's a good size number, but North Texas is only attracting 53% of the action so far in terms of bets made. Finally, let's wrap it up with Boise State at Colorado State. Now, Colorado State, their last 2 games, they had second half leads. One was in the fourth quarter against Wyoming, and they did not win either game. They're the last month now, they're 0-4 against the spread, and they have gone against Boise State from +4 to +6.5. The Broncos rolling. Boy, that whatever happened when they played so poorly against Virginia, got beat by 19 at home. Whatever that woke up the program, boys and girls. They've gotten it going since. They've won 5 in a row, covered 4 times. They have now figured out and created an identity on offense, going a little more passing, on defense as well, giving up 12.6 points per game, I think it is, during this winning streak. And they're 6-0 against the spread after a game in which they did not have a turnover. 85% of sports bettors are on Boise State. I will have opinions and picks on all these games for you on Friday, and I'll be back tomorrow. And for sure, I'll have some picks on that because I know there's some line movement on an NFL game, and who knows, I might have something for you in college as well. So we'll be back tomorrow. This is Doug Upstone from Vegas Pro Insiders Daily. Hope you do well tonight. I got some MAC action going myself. Got an NBA play as well. So we'll see how those babies turn out. Because as of right now, I am